These meetings of premiers all across this country are extremely valuable.
Canada's premiers and Indigenous leaders meeting face-to-face for the first time since the pandemic began, sitting together in Victoria ahead of the Premiers' Council of the Federation meetings. BC's leaders hoping guests will take the province's experience with the United Nations Declaration for the Rights of Indigenous People, UNDRIP, home with them.
I think what could be learned here can be replicated elsewhere. And more importantly, that as we implement it and pass UNDRIP as law, that the sun came up the next day.
That echoed by BC's Premier.
What I wanted my fellow premiers to hear, not just from Terry and not just from the other Indigenous leaders here, but our hosts, Chief Sam and Chief Thomas, that when we passed the Declaration Act, the sun came up the next day.
The welfare of Indigenous children and keeping kids with their community also key to the conversations.
There is commitment to inclusion, commitment to continuing to achieve measurable outcomes for Indigenous women, children and families across this country.
These leaders also focused on what the premiers will be focused on at Tuesday's meetings, what the chair of the Federation, Horgan, has been focused on for 5 years, getting the federal government to jack up healthcare funding for the provinces.
We have a problem here, and it's not getting better. If you don't like our solution, what's yours?
The federal government has to step up.
If there's a problem with the conventional model, how about looking at revamping that model?
Horgan says the feds have promised to sit down face-to-face and hash out ongoing funding, not just lump sums like they did during the pandemic, but that still hasn't happened.
What we need is a commitment of $2 billion and then $2 billion and then $2 billion on through time. Not here's some money for now, best of luck, because it's not getting better, it's getting worse.
In Victoria, Lisa Eusda, City News.